going on, you guys? In this video, I'm gonna be redoing the upholstery in my car, the Lexus GS. I'm gonna be doing the leather strips right here. I'm planning on doing all four. Here's what I'm gonna be doing it with. I got diamond stitch vinyl with the blue on it.
So for this project, all you're really gonna need is an industrial stapler, a Phillips screwdriver, a sharp knife, box cutter preferably. I just have pliers in case I drop shit and lose it, and a fabric of your choice. You should probably get a good amount to make sure you have enough before you get started.
I've already managed to get it on the back and it looks pretty perfect. So I'm just gonna do the front, and the back is pretty much the same process. So on the front, you're gonna need to take off 7 screws to take off the panel. It's gonna be one right here, one right here, one in here, one right here, oh 8, I actually missed one right here. The one in here, you go with a flathead, go in behind here, open it up, pop it out, it comes out super easy. There's one in there, and then one in there. In the back, it's somewhat similar. You're gonna have one right here. The same thing, you're gonna have to pop this one out. I didn't put this one back in correctly. As you can see, it's like kind of flopping out. I gotta fix that. One down there, one right there. And then you're gonna go with the flathead, get under this and this side, and then you're gonna pop it up. And then there's gonna be one gold one right in here. You take that one off too. Once you have all the screws off and you're ready to take the panel off, it's better if you have 2 people, but if you're just one, you should be all right. You're gonna wanna go in from under here. I'm gonna do it with 2 hands in a sec, but you just pretty much just slowly, like that. Well, I didn't do it slowly, but you get the idea. And to get it out, the top part is gonna be the hard one. You're gonna have to slide it up and jiggle it left and right until it comes loose. Once you got it off, this is where your second person comes in pretty handy. I don't have somebody right now, but I did earlier. You just hold it up, one person holds it up while the other person disconnects everything. They're pretty straightforward. The one on the bottom, you need a nail for that. These right here, the bottom one, it has a space where the wire can move up. The top one also has a space where it can move down. You kind of just figure it out from there. Hold on. So say like this. First you're gonna have to get this off. These little things, you can come in from behind, just pull it out. Same with this one. And then these, they slide out of the socket. You just gotta find your way. The bottom ones, just disconnect the electricals while you get the panel off. Now that I got the electricals off, this one is the most annoying one to deal with. You gotta like, I don't know, for me, because I don't have nails, clips are kind of hard for me. If you find clips hard, you're not gonna like that part. But you got it off. So pretty much we're just getting this part out. This part. This is the back. That's gonna be the front. So once you got to the back of it, you're just gonna wanna tear this thing down pretty much. It's just insulation. Pretty easy to come off. It's just glue. And then you're gonna wanna lift these tabs right here. Then you're gonna get the 6 rainbow screws. This 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You're gonna take them all off. They're all the same, so don't worry about getting those mixed up. On the back, there's also gonna be a silver screw. That's the only one you don't wanna get mixed up, just on the back doors. But for the front, you're gonna wanna get this out of the way for now. Oh, there's actually another one that I was not aware of, so you wanna take that one off too. I'm real enough to admit that I'm kind of making this up as I go, but as you guys saw, it came out pretty good. So if you want to try that out, definitely try at your own risk. So it was 7 rainbow screws. Once you get that off, you have these little things. You could use your knife to destroy them, or pliers, or if you have like a crowbar shaped wedge tool, you could just like go under, like pry it out like perfectly. What I do is I just use my hands, but that's dangerous. You could like break the cardboard. You want to try to keep this intact.
Once you got this part out, you just want to start removing the staples that are all around it. You could just pull it out, or you could use a screwdriver, go under, just pull them out. Doesn't matter too much. We're not going to be using this leather anymore. Also, as you're removing them, you got to be careful not to ruin the cardboard too much. You don't want to like rip it, obviously. Also, as you're taking it apart, you want to be careful to not rip the foam. There's like a foam pillow underneath. It sometimes gets attached to the leather, but you just want to tear it apart if it does get attached at any point. You just want to make sure it's completely separated. And then the little tabs that go to the back, they come to the front. You just pull it out like that. And then on the new leather, you're gonna have to obviously make new holes for those tabs and then flip it back inside. Once you got the leather piece off, we're gonna use that to measure the second part. We're gonna cut the fabric that we got. You could use whatever fabric you want. I'm using that. I cut it obviously around that shape. Now this part is very important. You want to make sure that all your pattern is going the same way. It needs to be perfectly like lined up in each card, like each door. You need to make sure that it's perfect, or else it's not going to look right. And then with the extra fabric that I had, obviously I'm gonna use that so I can staple behind. I already did the part that goes under. You take out the foam if you have foam connected to whatever fabric you have, and then you fold it under. You like slice the square out under so that it like folds without having extra fabric to the sides. You don't want fabric to the sides. Now that it's all flush everywhere, I got my staples down, and don't make sure to put like spray glue. I forgot to say that at the start. Put spray glue in between the vinyl and the pillow. For the front doors, you're gonna have to slide it into place before you start screwing it. As you see the 3 top things holding it, yeah, those, you have to slide it into place before you start screwing it, or else it's not gonna go down. For that one I just pointed to, you're gonna wanna make a cut because that one doesn't go under, it just goes into it. I also forgot to add earlier that you're gonna wanna make holes in the leather for the screws to go through, like those. As you're putting them in, like as you're stapling the leather down, you want to like mark the holes with a knife. You want to put the knife through the hole so that the screw will have space to go through. The holes will be obvious which holes I'm talking about. The huge holes in the cardboard, like before you put it down, where the screws are supposed to go. Like I said, I forgot to add earlier, you're gonna need maybe spray glue. This is where I use spray glue just to put the insulation back. Now that we finished, it did look a little rougher on the edges when we put it up, but as you're gonna see in a sec, that doesn't really matter because everything goes behind. Like, you won't even be able to see the edges. It's like perfectly just laid down. Here are the final shots. Thank you guys for watching. Like and subscribe. Try it at your own risk.